Welcome back, comic book junkies. I'm your host, Magical Mike, aka the Nighttiger. And if you know me and you know what I love, it's the offbeat, the weird, the obscure, and the golden age of comic books. So if that's what you want to see, come along with me on this journey. Alright, welcome. So, before we get into the golden age, I got my second CGC submission back, and I'm very happy with it. That will be coming up in a separate video when I choose also the next 3 submissions with your help. Also, I just went to the comic shop today and picked up a bunch of Bronze Age Marvels. That will be coming up too later in the week, but onto the golden age. So it happened again. This is like the 4th book I bought cheap that has a 2-inch tear all the way through it, which was not listed in the description. So far I've got every book for free. Let's see if I get my money back on this one. And you can see it says Spooks. It's got Invisible Scarlett O'Neil on the cover. The original Invisible Woman. This is from 1946, number 141. I'm trying to collect all of these. So far I've got several, and there's another one in here, high grade. This was 10, free shipping, so I don't have a whole lot into it. But I got 2 books from the seller. The other one's immaculate, but they smell like mothballs. Really, really, like old people. Decay, or not even decay, it's like mothballs. It's really strong, so I got to keep it in the bag. I don't know if I'll be able to read it. But then again, there she is right there, Scarlett O'Neil, which was, I believe, a newspaper strip in the 1930s. I had done research, but I forgot. So this is the second book that came from the seller. Now this is a Halloween cover, number 135 from 1945, October. Look at that. This book, and I'm going to pull it out even though it smells. But this one was $20 because it was $15 with shipping. But look at this book. So that's what the other one should have looked like. High grade. Killer pumpkin balloons or lanterns. 1945. So I've been picking up a bunch of horror books. Stuff that's not that expensive, but it's definitely golden age. So not any huge horror books, but there are 2 in here. So it's on a site. I have, you have your eBay list. You put your books on it. I always go through it again and again, checking out the rest of the stores. This guy, I don't know what book I had on my list, but I said, it's a good price. Let me check out his store. So he has sports cards mostly. But I found this for $11 shipped. 100-page comic book from the Golden Age. And this is Christmas Carnivals number 1. Ziff Davis, 1942. Now this whole book was again reprinted in 1955 as Christmas Carnival number 2 by St. John's Publisher. So really nice. It had just a small little tear right there, and I put some archival tape on it. For $11, that's all I got into this book. And it's 100 pages. And it's Golden Age. And it's Christmas cover. So I've been picking up Christmas covers for the end of the year stream. I don't know if you watched my last year's, but I had like 20 YouTube channel members come on and wish everyone Merry Christmas. And so I'm planning the next one. But we're doing a Halloween live show this coming, not tomorrow, but the next Sunday. top prize is $50 to your PayPal. There's going to be smaller $10 prizes for trivia. We're going to do horror cover slingers, and you'll get to decide who the winner is. And there's a second place that Metarog's giving away. There's a third place that Joe's giving away from Black Brock's Silver and Bronze from Instagram. He's a train cover collector, and I saw this. This was $19.46 with shipping. It's a Christmas book from 1950. I got it on here. No, sorry, 1948. Now this is the Pixies. This is the last issue in the run, so there's only 5 issues. And it just has everything. It has the damsel in distress, has the superhero, it's Christmas cover, it's Golden Age, it's got a train coming. And I shot him a picture. I'm like, dude, you're going to hate me when I show you what I got, because he collects the train covers. And he's like, oh, no, it's good. And he showed me he already had it. But I looked on eBay again for another copy in case there was another one I could give it to him. But that's really cool. I'm glad he has it. There's so many. Now that he's on that kick and he shows me, I'm looking at every thing. Is there a train on it? And I'm sending him posts and stuff. Okay, so this, I was happy to get this book. I paid, let me see what I paid for it. $37.43. This comic is from 1937. That's right, it's a platinum age comic for less than $40. It's low grade, but it's the 4th Christmas cover ever published on a comic book. And when I saw it, I'm like, this is something. It's so early. So I researched backwards to see, and there was a site that tells you all the Christmas covers, which the first one, second, third. This is the 4th. Popular Comics, number 12, January 1937. This is a 6 on the Gerber, so in 1984, there were less than 200 of these known to exist. And it's cool. She says, give me a penny. I want to buy you a Christmas present. So that tells you, wow, a penny? 1937. So this is like a historical document right here. Really happy to have these. Now I want you to forget that you've seen all these Christmas covers, because they're going to be in the end of the year a live stream. So take a look at them now and then forget them. This is just a run called King Feature Books, or Feature Books, I forget. I think it's just Feature Book. That's the name. It says it right on the cover. So it's a anthology run. It has different characters that will run for like several issues, and they'll switch. Mostly David McKay books, Popeye, Phantom, Mandrake, Blondie. There's an early one called Red Eagle that I almost got years ago. It's really extremely hard to find. So I just picked this up because it was inexpensive. It was kind of high grade for a Golden Age book. And it's Blondie, feature book number 42, 1949. I paid $21.65 for that. It's really nice. Let's look at it. But any book in this run is pretty scarce. Now the later ones, not as much as the earliest issues, of course, but they're still hard to get. Especially there was some lower grade ones for $12 if you guys are interested in anything like that. But they're all Blondie ones, and they come up like once every couple of years. You'll see a couple issues, but like I said, they are pretty scarce. That's why I picked it up. Didn't have any in the issue yet. I'd like to get the Phantom ones though. Ooh, so I got a $50 tip this week, and immediately I said, I'm buying me I'm gonna see the best comic book I can buy for $50. So this was $54 shipped, but it's Jack Kirby all the way, and it could possibly be the second appearance of Groot. Strange Tales, 54, December 1963. I paid $54 for that. It's a Kirby cover. And I believe it's Kirby on interior. And so Groot's first appearance was in 1960. This is 1963. Is that his second appearance? Gorgeous book. I mean, that's classic Kirby. Look at that. Monster, space, 10-cent cover price. I love it. It's a gorgeous book. I haven't looked in the interiors yet. Alright, so on to some more eBay. Like I said, I'm trying to pick up Christmas covers for the end of the show, so it's about time right now on eBay where you start seeing a flood of Christmas covers. So my criteria is I don't want to pay more than $20 even with shipping, and I'm managing to keep it around that. Now, like I said, like the fourth Christmas cover, I paid a little more. So I will pay more. It just depends on the book. But I try to stay at the threshold of $20 with shipping. And that proves to you that can be done, because look at this one. December 1944. Jingle Jangle Comics. Whoops. And they're putting Grandma behind the snowman, taking her picture. I believe they're taking her, yep. Hold still, Grandma. Jingle Jangle number 12. It's a gorgeous cover. It says Ben Levin on it. I like it says December in the bottom, like there. And then I picked up a Famous Funnies. And you know the thing about these Famous Funnies, you can find these in high grade. This book is really nice. I paid $11.09. So this came from my comic shop. So did this one. And the next two. So I bought 4 of them. So I saved on shipping. And I'll tell you the funny thing. I usually pay for the more money for the better shipping, so it's faster. And I said, you know, I don't need these right away because I'm getting them for the live show for the end of the year, so I'll just buy the cheapest shipping, which was $6.50. These books were here in like 3 days. They were here faster than when I paid them more money. Now this is number 125. This is December 1944. Santa Claus cover. And it's got a note up there. Let's see what the note says. The note says, Dear Santa, I brushed my teeth and ate my spinach. Jitter. And that's the monkey. Look, he's got a fake halo over there. Really sweet book. Next up, another Jingle Jangle, another December issue from, and this is number 36 from 1948. Gorgeous cover. Gee, it feels like my load is getting a little lighter. They're cutting a hole in the bottom of his sack there. Some gorgeous cover. Santa Claus makes such a great covers. Okay. Okay. So the next one is another Scarlett O'Neal cover. Now this is number 146 from Famous Funnies. The guy saying, strange, the umbrella has followed me all the way from the beach. And the dog is like getting freaked out. Now they graded this as a 5.0 and I paid $34.59 for this. For September 1946. Let me show you this. This has to be looked at to be appreciated. So like I said, they said it was a 5.0. Now I know most of the times I get books from my comic shop, they're well undergraded. This book looks like it came right off the newsstand. I think it has one spine taken. It's a black cover. Not a crease, not a tear, not a blemish. And again, invisible Scarlett O'Neal. So here's how gorgeous she is. Golden Age, way before Sue Storm became invisible. So is she a superhero? I don't know. I would categorize her as such. I forget her history. I do have her #1 issue by Harvey, which is an extremely hard book to get and very pricey. Let me show you, if you don't mind, my first cover with her on. This is Famous Funnies #95. You can see her right there. Visible Scarlett O'Neal. Now, her first appearance is pricey. And, you know, it's weird. Characters that nobody even cares about, except for their first appearance, go for a lot of money. Then after that, all the books are cheap. They went like $1,000 for that book. Okay, so I went to the comic shop a town away, which I had showed some hauls from that already, and got some really killer books over the years. He bought a collection of Golden Age books for $5,000. They showed 4 pictures. 2 of them were Atlas Submariner issues, and then one was a Marvel Mystery Comics from the 40s. I forget the 4th one in the picture. But these people were frauds. He lost a lot. He lost money on this big time. They covered up that Marvel Mystery issue, and on the end, it was all chewed up by rats. It looked terrible. So he was hoping if he got at least 6 or 7, maybe 10 more books of that caliber in the whole collection. I'm talking, he bought 20 boxes, the mailer boxes that you fill up, the ship for 15. You got about 20 of those full of Golden Age books. Not one more book to that caliber. So I went through them all, pulled out. There was some decent stuff in there, and I pulled most of that out and had him price it. He actually had the 3rd appearance of the Flash. It was really beat up, but the cover was there. It wasn't attached, but it was missing like 3 big chunks near the staples. And he wanted $150, which really is a good price. But I went in that store with mentality on not spending over $100 because I'd spent $100 the week before. But I thought, you know, this is a book that you're not going to see every day. And I tried to get him down to $120. He wouldn't budge. And I said, I'm just going to go and buy a couple more books instead of just that one. So what are the other books that I buy? I bought this nice Golden Age 2-gun Western. There's 2 volumes. This is the first volume. There's 2-gun kit in here. This was $15. And it's really nice. It's all attached. It's probably one of the better quality condition books out of that whole. I don't know how many he had. He at least had 1,000 books there. This is number 10. It's from 1951. Gorgeous blues on that cover. So that's a Marvel book or Atlas. I don't think it was Atlas yet. It was still it was transitioning. It was called Marvel between Timely and Atlas, and then they changed it back again. So the other book I got, now this has triangle tear out of the back, and it goes through 2 pages in the back. He had 25 on it. When I was checking out, I asked him, did you see the defects on this? Did you see the tears? He's like, I thought I did, but let me look at them again. So when he looked at them, he said, well, how about 15? I said, I got 14 or break 100. So he's like, I'll take the 14. This is Headline Comics number 24. Extremely hard book to get. Very scarce. And I'll tell you the reason for that in a minute. But this is Joe Simon, Jack Kirby cover and interiors. And they also do the writing. They're credited with the writing. This is from May 1947. I paid $14 for this. Why is this book extremely hard to find? I mean, it is scarce. Simple fact is, from issue 1 to 22, they published kind of like a superhero war with the Junior Rangers. So on number 23, they decided to change directions to crime. And when either a book is just starting out, normally in the Golden Age Silver, they print less of the number 1 and the number 2 because they're not sure if it's going to sell. They don't want to invest a lot of money. So around issue 3, they get the sales reports. Okay, this book is doing well. It's not. So number 3, if the book does well, has a higher print run. So this would be issue 2 where they took over a crime, so they printed less of these, and that's my theory of why this book is so scary. I've never even seen it before for sale anywhere. I've seen 23. I've never seen 24. So, and I'm trying to collect 1 through 29. And so I was really happy to get this, even in the low grade. And let me quit talking about that. So, went to the smaller comic shop, but I'll tell you that in a minute because, well, let me do that because these are just $5. I like to go in there and spend some money. I mostly pick through everything, so I just picked up these for $5 a piece. 1973, number 11, Tomb of Dracula, of course, and number 20. And the reason that I'm picking these up now is because I love Disney and comics. Show that he has an entire run, so now every time I see issues that I don't have, I'm trying to complete the run, which normally I don't do. Number 38, but how can you pass up Bronze Age gorgeous goodness for so cheap? So back to the store, and this is in Gainesville. It's called All Star Sports Cards and Collectibles. This was $4. This was not in the Golden Age collection. I just pulled this out of his bin. It's really a high grade 2-gun kid. May 1972, number 107. All these have original covers. The later ones like this are reprints of the Atlas. Okay, so this book was a $50 book. I always research before I buy books when I spend this kind of money. So this book averages around $90 on eBay. And you don't see too many Frankenstein covers outside of the Golden Age Frankenstein title or the Bronze Age Marvel title. You usually don't see a lot of Frankenstein covers. I think that's why this book is a little pricey. This is Journey into Adventure into the Unknown, number 25 from November 51. And he's going to reach out and grab it. And he's a ghost Frankenstein too. And this here, if you see this on a book and you're looking at Golden Age, that is not a kid scribble. That is actually a dealer mark. That's a mark they put, so when they put it on the newsstand, they can immediately look at the book and go, okay, that's been there for this long, and that needs to come down and be returned because it hasn't sold. And that's why they put the dealer marks on them. Okay, so back to eBay. Last 3 books. This is a Canadian comic, and I got it pretty cheap. There were 3 of them going for auction. The other 2 had superheroes, so they went into the hundreds of dollars. And I'm like, I'm out. This is from Bell Features. This is Triumph Comics number 7 from 1951. And it's a World War II cover. And this was $63.50 worth of shipping. Triumph Comics. I don't know. I have some kind of fetish about Canadian Golden Age. I love to find them. Okay, next 2 books are the prize of the week. Why do I say that? Because I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep. 1 in the morning. So what do? I get on eBay. I look for comics. This book was there. It was like one of the first books I seen, and it was $35. $5 shipping. Now, I know my Golden Age pretty good. I said, I've seen this book before. People really want this book. I believe it goes for way more than $35. This is Teenage Sweetheart of the 21st Century, Jetta, number 6, February 1953. Robot cover. So she's kind of like Judy Jetson kind of character. Now, the comic shop, the All-Star Sports Cards and Collectibles, he had one of these in that Golden Age collection. It was missing 3 big pieces off the cover right here. And I wanted him to price it for me because sometimes you just never know. But he shouted out, I can't believe how much this book is worth. This book, and I don't know if I have the thing. I might show it somewhere over here. This book, in even lower grade than this, goes for over $300. It was like $350. So to get this for $40, this is probably a 400 up plus book. So this was one of the prizes of the week. Really happy, and I showed a couple people because I communicate with a lot of the Golden Age guys, and several people wanted me to sell this or trade for it, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hold on to it for now. It's like a trophy. It's like I found this for so cheap. I don't want to let it go. And you know me, I don't sell either, so. Oh, actually, I have 3 more books. Oh, what the heck is? No, I have 2. Okay. So this next book, another book. I checked the listings for it. Even when I bought it, I knew it went for more money. So even a lower grade than this is like a 2.0. So like a 1.5 goes for like 100, and I think it's listed for 111 or 14 on my comic shop. Sorry, I just got a message. It just threw me off. This is like so that was a 1.5. This is like a 2.0. The guy had it for $17. And not only that, and not only in the description, but in a few more, he put new tape added. And so I message him and I go, hey, just to let you know, collectors would rather have the books falling apart than have new tape on them, have Scotch tape. And it was funny because the next day I got a message from his wife and she's like, we've been having this argument forever. I'll let him know. So I thought it was pretty cool. But here we go. Stories to Hold You Spellbound, number 12, 1953, with shipping, $22.99. Now, he did try to remove the tape job. Unfortunately, it can't be done. It started to peel the cover. He didn't do a really bad job, but I wish he would have used archival tape. But there you go. My Friend, the Ghost. And that's the book I'm going to leave you with. I hope you enjoy this haul. Come back for more comic book goodness. And be there at the live show, October 31st, 8 p.m. Central, with special guests, Metarog, and I hope I don't get this wrong, Black Box Silver and Bronze Age Comics from Instagram, Joe. He'll be coming from us from Hawaii. There'll be lots of prizes, trivia. You guys, I want to make sure you have a great time. We'll see you there. Oh, I can't do that. Oh.